Okay, today I'd like to talk about impact. And impact is an interesting, especially if you high handicapper starting out on golf, or even if you've been playing for a while. Okay, understanding how do we create impact. Okay, if we're thinking about connecting the ball in the middle of the golf club, okay, we have to understand if that was the ground. Okay, the low point of my golf shot is always going to be beneath the ground in front of the ball. Okay, so the low point is definitely not behind the ball or under the ball, it's ball and then low point. Okay, so we have to hit, actually to create that type of shot, we have to hit through the ball. Okay, now most of the beginners and everybody, if you don't understand that, you're actually trying to hit the ball up into the air, because that you do in every other sport, is you trying to scoop or trying to get that ball up. So actually, if you have a look at it as well, if I want to hit the ball in the middle of the golf club, okay, my shaft angle has to be 10 to 14 degrees forward. Okay, so now I'm connecting the middle of the ball with the middle of the back of the ball with the middle of the golf club. So as soon as the shaft starts to move backwards, I'm actually not connecting with the middle of the golf club. Okay, so we really have to understand, to hit a really nice shot in golf, we actually have to get that club moving through the ball and then ground contact. Okay, so if we just come over here quickly. Okay, so I'm not going to hit a full shot now, I'm just going to, so you can see, so if I'm hitting this golf ball correctly, okay, I'm going to have ball and then ground. Okay, so that's important to understand if we're hitting our irons. Even if you're hitting a 3-wood, you are still having an angle of attack down. You are still taking a small little piece of grass out in front of the ball. So it's a wrong idea if you're going to use woods to try and hit the ball up. Okay, but let's keep it with the iron. So if you are practicing this, if you're practicing on a mat, I would definitely try and hit, always try and connect in front of the golf ball. Okay, so if you need something visual, what I like to do with the students is we can just put a bit of grass or sand, depending on, just in front of the ball, so you have something visual that you want to actually hit. So the idea would be, if I'm going to connect this ball good, the grass is now gone. Okay, so that helps the students with the idea to say, okay, I don't have to try and lift that ball up into the air, I have to try and hit through the ball to make a good contact with the middle of my golf club. Okay, so there's a lot of ideas. We talked about a little bit about the technique, about downswing. What I see a lot in golf is that we have an early release and trying to scoop the ball up into the air. Okay, weight transfer problems. The weight is not getting forward, so topping the ball. But if you're trying to improve impact and just understanding how the club and the ball work together, that can also help you with other factors or other positions in the golf swing. If I'm trying to hit the grass in front of the ball, just put a bit of grass down again. Okay, so if I'm really trying to hit the grass, I have to get my weight forward and I have to hit more down through the ball. Okay, so that was a perfect sound. Ball came out of the middle of the golf club. Okay, had a perfect launch angle for my 9-iron, 21 degrees. Okay, which is half of my static loft. Okay, that ball flew 112, 117, but checking the launch angle now and again is an important point. Okay, launch angle would be the angle that the ball goes off the club. Okay, if it's half of your static loft, then you know you've got a shaft lean enough, and you could hear the sound of that one. That one came right out of the middle. So guys, look at impact, understand impact, improve your golf swing.